And so y'all gotta know, like, the mainstream Detroit media, like Woolworth Sports and 97 on the Ticket, they hate basketball. Damn, this fucking light, bro. They hate basketball. That's what we do know. They hate basketball. And when they talk about the Pistons, at least on their social media platforms, it's negativity. So they're saying, well, the Pistons shooting 21% in their last 4 games, which I think they may be 3-1. I mean, they winning. You don't have to shoot great or shoot a bunch of threes to be good at basketball. I wish people stopped saying that, man. Because if you go back and you look at other eras of basketball, they didn't chuck as many threes up. And this is why the NBA has become a little bit more of a wild card when you kind of talk about parity. It's because they living and dying by the three. They come out and miss their first 10 threes. The conventional wisdom is just keep shooting them. They'll shoot themselves into a rut. All right. One thing about the Pistons I like, other than they got a lot of action moving the ball, they run plays, a lot of guys cut, a lot of guys backdoor cut, a lot of guys know how to space. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys understand basketball. They got a good teacher, which the ball don't have to stick in one guy's hand. And if the one guy is sticking into their hand, one thing you notice about the Pistons, that, you know, they players create space, or they know how to cut, or they know how to catch off the dribble and not settle for the three if it's not falling. And you'll see Tobias Harris, you know, drive and back his opponent down, and he had something personal against Paolo last night. And they'll get the shot, the high percentage shot. They understand it's just not, we don't live by the three or die by the three. We live by defense, and we gonna drive to the bucket. They understand the importance of attacking the paint. That's what they get. They understand the importance of attacking the paint. You know, the mid-range jumper. Getting to their spots where they feel comfortable, getting warmed up, and then we'll shoot an occasional three or so. But the reason they keep winning is because their identity isn't forged in three-point shooting. Their identity is forged in high percentage shots. So you can say, oh, they're not shooting the ball, they're shooting the three. They winning because they're attacking the paint. They understand with the ticky-tack fouls in the NBA, they understand the ticky-tack shit. You know, if we drive, you know, we going to get to the free throw line. If we drive, we going to get high percentage shots. You know, they understand that. They understand it. They understand it. So it's not, you know, live or die by this particular shot or whatever. Like, they getting high percentage shots. And eventually, like any other three-point shooting team, the threes come and they go. They come and they go. You're going to have hot streaks. You're going to have cold streaks. And that was the issue with Boston. Why Boston, when they was healthy, they wasn't dominating. They didn't dominate the competition like they were supposed to. It's because they live and die by the three. They coach say, keep shooting them. Nah, motherfucker. How about you drive to the paint? How about you drive to the hole? How about we backdoor cut? You know what I mean? How about we crash the boards? How about you escape dribble and get to a higher percentage jump shot? You know what I mean? So that's the things that I be saying. Is basketball is basketball. They trying to reinvent the wheel, call it evolution. It's not the evolution of basketball. It's the de-evolution. Because if it's the evolution, why are we taking shots that are not high percentage shots? You see them on a 301 fast break and they selling for a three-pointer. That's not smart. It's not evolution of moving forward. That's moving backwards. So you understand that. And they will get more shooting. And their shooting is on the bench. And Karis LeVert not shooting the ball well this year and losing Malik Beasley and Tim Hardaway Jr. Duncan being hot and cold. You know what I'm saying? You know, like Dunkin' Donuts get hot and cold. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's becoming an issue. For sure. For sure. But they understand, hey, let's make the hockey assist. Let's cut. Even Duncan Robinson would say, hey, if it's not falling right now, I'm going to escape dribble and get to the rack. I'm going to escape dribble and get to the rack. Or I'm going to drive and I'm going to kick. They understand that. One thing about driving through old towns, man, the drivers drive old. I guess that's why their insurance is so high. But yeah, that's all it is. They understand thyself. Now, there's gonna be times where they gotta take shots. You gotta three. I seen the other night they was playing Cleveland, and I seen a couple 3-point shots that they passed up. So could it also be weighing weight on their head? Yeah. It also could be weighing weight on their head. Because there was a couple shots where they were shooting and they just made the pass, or they didn't shoot it, and you know, I'm like, hey, you should have shot that. Yeah, that can play a part for sure. That definitely can play a part to it. So, but you know, for people kind of like, oh, it's DEFCON. It's not DEFCON. They don't feel like this is their only window at 24 years old. Who knows? In the NBA, injuries happen. You know, tragedies happen. You know, players, you know, they start to smell themselves and think they're bigger than the program and all that type of stuff. So those things start to happen. So when you have windows, I do feel like they should attack windows. You know, I do feel like they should attack windows. You know, and really they're banking on Asar Thompson and Ryan Hollins shooting the ball better. You know, and right now it's just seeming like it's impossible in today's NBA for guys to become better in-game shooters. Shooting in practice and in-game shooting is totally different. In-game, you know, some people can shoot the blood out when they shoot with nobody closing out or it's not in the game. I mean, even in one-on-one, you see some of the greatest one-on-one players, they get in the game, it's like without the ball, you know, they ain't really nothing. You know, so that's something to kind of look at. Oh my God, these drivers, bro. They got all that space over to the right, bro. Yes. Don't you get over, because you like driving your Kia Soul slow. But yeah, man, we'll see what's up, man, and what's happening, and you know how it's laying and how it's playing. But you know, in my opinion, bro, I'm not concerned about it. I don't really expect them to win the championship this year. I think Cade needs another dynamic scorer. I mean, you know, some people I see in the comment section say, well, Adam Silver hurt the Pistons by not clearing Malik Beasley, and we still ain't seen no evidence. This is a punishment if nothing comes to this. But I remember Terry Rozier, they bit him in the ass a year later. So if this is a punishment, honestly, if this is a true punishment, you know what I mean? If this is a punishment. If he didn't get done, if he didn't do anything wrong, right? If he didn't do anything wrong, why are we riding our brakes, man? If he didn't do anything wrong, basically this is a punishment from the NBA and saying like, hey, just for you being affiliated with this, like, we gotta punish you. That's how I look at it. You know, that's just how I look at it. And I could look, and that could be wrong, but I just know how these people move. I know how these people move and how they groove, man. So that's my opinion on it. But yeah, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.